Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Well, magic is an element of beliefs, innate capabilities and even technique that has formed part of human everyday life. No surprise that magic also fills the imagination of authors of various forms of media, and anime is no exception, as extensive as the influence the magic power notion has on human history. Now let's take a look at the numerous good anime magic-themed titles that has appeared and succeeded so far. Number 20. King's Raid. It's been 100 years since King Kyle buried Ang Mundo. Now in a time of peace, the apprentice knight Castle enjoys his life without worry. His fate begins to change, however, with news of demon appearances infesting the neighborhood. Guided by a wise man, Castle finds friends he can rely on and sets off on his mission to seek a holy sword, capable of slaying his newfound enemies. Number 19. Dorohedoro. Set in a gritty world of hellish design, Dorohedoro manages a healthy blend of comedy and lightheartedness with death and carnage. Taking plenty of twists and turns while following the lives of Hole's residents, it weaves a unique world of unearthly origin and dreary appearance not for the squeamish or easily disturbed.
My story is set in the olden days, when we of France were still at war with England.
Number 18. Maria the Virgin Witch. Maria, the most powerful witch who lives during the 100 Years' War in France. She despises war, so she obstructs battles with her strong magical powers. However, not everyone loves her action, including the angel.
I lose my magic as soon as I've lost my...
Her name was Maria, the saint, and just like her holiest of namesakes, Maria was a virgin.
Number 17. Sorceress Stabber Orphan. 5 years later, Orphan's quest has stalled. A chance encounter brings him face to face with Azalea again, but he still has no way to restore her body. And with a hostile group of sorcerers hunting her down, he may be running out of time. The past and present collide as Orphan tries to find how to save Azalea from their former teachers and friends. Number 16. Magical Girl Spec Ops Asuka. Following the war with the Deces, the Magical Five disbands. Kurumi Mugen, Mia Cyrus, Tamara Volkova, and Lao Pepe independently continue their own military services, while their leader, Asuka Utori, retires and becomes a high school student. However, Asuka's peace is short-lived, as it seems there were survivors on the enemy's side as well. As magic must be fought with magic, Asuka is dragged back into combat as an even worse battle looms on the horizon. Number 15. By the grace of the gods. Deep in the forest, far from any human contact, there lives a child named Ryoma Takebayashi. He engages in the rather strange hobby of keeping various types of slimes as pets. Furthermore, despite his young age, he has a sturdy physique and good compatibility for magic. All of this is because, having endured much hardship in his previous life, three gods grace Ryoma with a second chance to pursue one goal: savor the wonders of life. Number 14. I've been killing slimes for 300 years. Azusa Aizawa, a 27-year-old woman, died on worksite due to overworking. She has the possibility to reincarnate, and so she plans to live a chilling and calm life. But will she be able to be relaxed? Number 13. So I'm a spider, so what? Something mysterious happens and an entire class finds themselves reincarnated in an RPG game like Fantasy World. The main character, a girl, finds herself reincarnated in a spider.
幼い頃から私は本を
Number 12. Mahou no Tabitabi. The anime centers on a girl named Elena. When she was a kid, she loved reading books. And among all the books she read, there was a series called Nikkei's Adventure, which was her favorite. It was a collection of short stories about the witch Nikkei's adventures around the whole world, based off of the writer's own life experience. Elena liked Nikkei's adventures so much that starting her own adventure became her all-life's dream.
一体誰でしょう。
皆さんこんにちは。私、新米女神のリスタルテ。何度 S クラスの世界を救済するために勇者を召喚。
Number 11. Shinchu Yusha. The goddess Rista summons a hero to help her hard-mode video game-like world. The hero, Seiya, is exceptional in every way, but he is incredibly cautious. He does things like buy 3 sets of armor, one to wear, a spare, and a spare for the spare, and go full power against weak slimes. Number 10. Isekai Cheat Magician. As regular high school students Taichi and Rin disappeared in a beam of light. When they came to, the two of them were already in a world of swords and magic. Finally getting away after experiencing an attack by monsters, following the suggestion of adventurers they headed on the path towards the guild. In the guild, the two of them found out that they possessed unbelievably powerful magic. Thus the regular high school students transformed into the strongest cheats.
私、守ります。たとえどんなに。
Number 9. Shironiko Project. The world is divided into 2 kingdoms. The Kingdom of White, which floats in the heavens and is ruled by their queen Iris, and the Kingdom of Black, which stands upon desolate land below and houses the King of Darkness as its ruler. As of late, forces of evil have amassed great power, posing a threat to the entire world. Being the main representative of the light, it is Iris' duty to maintain the balance of the world and fight off the darkness in her kingdom.
ずっと昔のこと、遥かな天。
汚らわしいあんたは世界の果てでじっとしてなさい。
Number 7. Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy. The series tells the story of normal kid Makoto Masumi who, after being transported to a fantasy world to serve as its hero, is cut loose when the world's unnamed goddess decides he doesn't measure up to her standards of beauty.
いやー血は。
はじめ
乗り越えてやろうじゃないか。
ーいかないのが人生だよ、君。
Number 6. Tadiba Last Dungeon. Despite being accustomed to defeating powerful enemies since childhood, Lloyd Belladonna regards himself as the weakest in his village in terms of magic, strength, and intelligence. Even so, to fulfill his desire of becoming a soldier, he goes to the kingdom of Azami to enroll in its military academy. However, as someone whose upbringing defies common sense, Lloyd's innate power might just prove to be the key to end the crises enveloping the K.
すぐボロを出すのは相変わらず。
Number 5. Kenja no Mago. A young man who had surely died in an accident, was reborn in another world as a baby. After that, he was picked up by the patriot hero, Sage Merlin Wolford and was given the name Shin. He was raised as a grandson by Merlin and soaked up Merlin's teachings, earning him some shocking powers. However, when he became 15, his grandfather Merlin said, "I forgot to teach him common sense." An abnormal, boy's unconventional otherworld fantasy life starts here.
よく聞け、愛しき子孫どもよ。お前たちの始祖は帰ってきた。
Number 4. The Misfit of Demon King Academy. The demon mage reincarnates into the body of his descendant hoping to find an era where he can have some peace and quiet. He ends up going to a school run by his significantly weaker descendants.
水晶が壊れるところ。
不適合者。
汗持ち、常に魔族のことだけを考え、己を顧みず戦った。
たとえ魔族が滅びようと敵を作るだろう。まったく世話の焼ける奴らだ。
Number 3. Redo of Healer. Healing magicians cannot fight alone. Kiaru, who was bound by this common knowledge, was exploited again and again by others. One day, he noticed what lay beyond healing magic and was convinced that a healing magician was the strongest class. However, by the time he realized that potential, he was deprived of everything. Thus, he used healing magic on the world itself to go back 4 years, deciding to redo everything. This is a heroic tale of one healing magician who became the strongest by using knowledge from his past life and healing magic. Number 2. The Rising of the Shield Hero. With the help of a shield given to him by the spirit of a girl named Ice, Naofumi was able to battle against the monsters that came from another dimension. Naofumi is a boy who was summoned from Japan and finds himself in a world where Japan is not the dominant power. He is seen as trash by other people, but he has been gifted with the ability to use a mysterious power. The manga doesn't have any connection to reality, which is why it's called fantasy. Number 1. Fate Grand Order. Fate Grand Order is a mobile role-playing game based on the Fate series, set in a virtual world with one person as the protagonist. It was developed by Delight Works and published by Aniplex. It was released for Android and iOS devices in Japan in July 2015, and later released worldwide. Its story focuses on an individual who is gifted with a superpower called Transcendence during a virtual reality simulation called Fate Apocrypha.
諦めないぞ絶対に